welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andio.
We are KAMMA back in action, about to talk about our final prediction, thoughts, and face-offs for UFC Vegas 103, which is going to be Manel Kape versus Asu Almabayev. Unfortunately, we got some bad news for all of us UFC fight fans. We lost two fights today. Unfortunately, one of the fights that we lost was Luana Carolina and Montana De La Rosa. Stupid Luana Carolina couldn't make weight. Unbelievable, man. Like, she always has a problem making weight. And the same thing happens with, she reminds me of that other girl there that always misses weight there. Her name's, I'm not getting her name right now, but I'll think of it later. But yeah, like, it's so annoying when they miss weight, man. It's like, it's super. She reminds me of Jocelyn Edwards, always missing weight, always having problems with weight all the time. It's so annoying. So Luana Carolina screwed that one up, and then we lost another fight.
Those two remind me of each other to begin with, so get rid of both of them.
And then they both lose weight. It's like, it's ridiculous, man. And then another fight that we lost, which was what I was actually looking forward to watching, was Douglas Silva de Andrade against John Castaneda. And Douglas Silva de Andrade did not get medically cleared to fight, but he made weight, everything was fine, but all of a sudden he couldn't get cleared to fight. So we lost that fight too. We're down to 10 fights. So we're going to start it off with the prelims here, and the first fight of the prelims is going to be right here. We got
Charles Johnson,
Ramazan Temirov. And so, Andio, after watching the face-offs here, any changes, any thoughts?
No, I'm still going to stick with Charles Johnson here, who became a favorite, by the way, so that's good. He just has to be careful, really, of Temirov's power. He does have a lot of knockouts, especially for the division. But I think, being the far more technical striker, being the having the better foot movement and having the better cardio, I think he's going to outlast Temirov's lethalness and potentially even get a finish late. But I'm still going to go with decision for Charles Johnson.
Yeah, so looking in the face-offs, man, I was super impressed by the physical physique and shape of Ramazan Temirov, man. This guy is built like a freaking tank. The guy is absolutely shredded. Like, he's ripped beyond belief. Don't let the flag fool you there that he's covering himself with. If you saw the weigh-ins or the face-offs there, he is super ripped and muscular, built. It's incredible. He's actually a little bit thicker as well than Charles Johnson. But Charles Johnson, as we can see here, he's got the height advantage here. He's taller. He's also ripped as well. Just a little bit less muscular than Ramazan Temirov, and a little tiny bit thinner than Ramazan Temirov. But that's not a big deal because Charles Johnson is still the pick. I like him winning by KO or decision. I think he's just going to be too good for Ramazan Temirov right now. Now, it's a big step up in competition for Ramazan. The guy's, used to fighting guys in the regional scene. He's mopping people up in the regional scene and knocking them out and, getting unanimous decisions. But it's against really lower level fighters from the Ryzen promotions to other lower level promotions. So, stepping up in competition against Charles Johnson, I don't see him winning just yet. He needs to get a little, I think for his UFC, the second fight in the UFC, I think that he's going to have a hard time with Charles Johnson and not going to win this one. But I think they'll give him an easier fight the next time to tune him up. So I got Charles Johnson, KO decision. We're still in agreement. And that was the first fight of the prelims. Let's get to the second fight of the prelims.
Oh, it's your fight of the night.
Oh, yeah, fight of the night, flop of the night.
Woo!
We got this horrible fight, Andrea Lee against J.J. Aldrich. For this one here, I'm still going with J.J. Aldrich. Looking at the physical shape of these two, they're pretty much identical. They're both almost the same size. Andrea Lee, a little bit more muscular, a little bit more ripped.
A lot more athletic looking than milky soy here.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, she doesn't have any tan there, JJ Aldrich, but she's always white as a ghost. But Andrea Lee does look a little bit more muscular in the physique, a little bit more ripped. But I still think that JJ Aldrich is good enough to get the win here. I cannot back up a girl that's gone, 0-5 in the last five fights. Absolutely ridiculous. You can see that these two, I thought that JJ Aldrich was supposed to be an inch shorter, but it looks like they're pretty much the same height here. She's got her cowboy hat on there, Andrea Lee, so she might look a little bit taller, but they're pretty much the same height. I still don't see Andrea Lee getting the win here. I think JJ Aldrich has this one, and I got JJ Aldrich winning this one here by KO or decision. Like I said, I don't want no parts of this fight. As far as betting on it, absolutely not. Especially now that we lost to Luana Carolina and Montana De La Rosa. I had a nice parlay that I was going to do with JJ and Luana, and that got screwed up. So now I don't want to even bet on this at all. It's dog or pass right now, so I am out.
Lucky for me, this is Dogger Pass, and I am going with Andrea Lee. Like, look, she shouldn't even have been here in the first place. I think she knows this as well. And she's thinking, you know what? I shouldn't even be here, so I shouldn't even be losing this fight. So I'm just going to go out there and kick this bitch's ass. And I think she's going to be aggressive to open things up. I think she's going to use some elbows, and I think she's going to actually be more determined to get her down, and maybe even pull off a sub. I don't think JJ Aldrich is prepared for the fire that will be Andrea Lee in this fight.
Well, good luck to you, man. If you're betting on this, good luck. I know you're betting on this, but good luck. I am.
I can't. No, six fights. No way, man.
I
No.
no parts of this in the betting, especially after we lost Luana. That was a good parlay for the women there. I'm not putting her in a parlay with any dudes. Forget about it. So, JJ Aldrich is my pick. Andrea Lee is your pick. We disagreed. Let's move on up to the next fight. All right. So, thank God this one's still here because this is going to be a banger. We've got, of course, Danny Silva and Lucas Almeida. And by the way, folks, this is in order of how the fights are going to be on Saturday. So, Dan and Dio, who you got here?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Danny Silva here, man. Still, a part of me worries about the precision striking of Almeida, but since he can grapple, and if he's not an idiot, I think he should just really go for those takedowns. And if that happens, I see a decision or knockout for Danny Silva here.
Yeah, I'm still with Danny Silva. Looking at the build of these guys, man, in the weigh-ins, Lucas Almeida looked very, very skinny, man, and very, very frail. He got on the scale, and when they said that he made weight, he was so happy and was thanking God there, doing the cross and everything, because he probably had a really rough weight cut, man. He is looking extremely skinny and very, very, very frail there.
Don't forget these Brazilians have a way of dying during weight cuts and coming back as if nothing happened. So
Yeah, Danny Silva, however,
it's gonna be all right.
yeah, we know he's going to be all right there, but I'm just saying, he looked.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to really look that great come Saturday, but Danny Silva, however, looks fantastic. You can see the abs there. He is in great shape. He's also a little bit thicker than Lucas Almeida, more muscular than Lucas Almeida. He looks even stronger. He looks really serious there, ready to go. And yeah, he's obviously shorter, as you can see. He's very much shorter than Lucas Almeida, but I still think he gets the job done. I think Danny Silva is a much better fighter, and I got him winning by KO or decision. I think that he's going to get the better boxing. Of course, his style is boxing, so I see him getting the better punches, avoiding takedowns, maybe getting some takedowns of his own because he's pretty good. He's able to get double legs, and he's good at getting trips.
Well, if Danny Silva grappled a little more, it would be grappler against striker here.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, he definitely can grapple, but Almeida does have that submission, possibility. He is a finisher himself. He likes to try to get subs, but I could see Danny Silva keeping the fight in his advantage on the feet, boxing out Lucas Almeida, getting a takedown, getting on top and ground and pounding him. So I got KO or decision for Danny Silva. So we're in agreement with that fight. Let's get to the next one here. All right, we got Ricardo Ramos versus Chepe Mariscal. This was a good face-off, man. We saw Chepe Mariscal get right up in his face there, as you can see in this picture. He's ready to go. Man, Ricardo Ramos looks very, very skinny, man. He's super skinny. Yeah, he does have the abs. It looks ripped there, but no muscles. Very skinny. Chepe is much thicker and bigger and larger, as you can see. He's more muscular for sure and thicker. So I think that that's going to help him, especially when he gets on top of Ricardo Ramos after he takes him down there. Yeah, Chepe Mariscal is the pick for me. I like him winning by KO or submission. I think he finishes Ricardo Ramos. I think he comes out there aggressive, gets his takedowns, gets the ground and pound, and knocks him out by TKO, or maybe even can latch in a submission. I see Chepe really dominating in this fight here.
Yeah, man. Chepe with his hard and grinding style, I see him finishing off Ramos as well. Yeah, Ramos has always looked skinny, and I think Chepe will be able to outpower him in situation where it calls for that. So odds are still a little too wide, but anyway, can't go against Chepe in this one. And I think it's a step down in competition too.
Yeah, so yeah, Chepe Mariscal, just too big of a guy for Ricardo Ramos. Yeah, he's a little bit shorter, but hey, Chepe's used to fighting taller guys anyways in the division, and he's always been doing good against them. So yeah, this is a easy one, easy money for Chepe Mariscal here all day. All right, so we're in agreement with this one. Let's move on up to the main event of the prelims. Guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe if you're new. We're out here trying to make sure we get all the videos for you guys. If they add any extra fights in this last minute, we will have it in the comments, don't worry. So for this one here, it is Austin Lane against Mario Pinto. Austin Lane's big guy, big dude as usual. He looks, these guys actually look pretty similar. I'm going to say Mario Pinto a little bit more muscular, but they're about the same size. A little thicker on Pinto's side, a little bit, but not by much. And you can see there's not much of a height difference there. They're practically looking at each other eye to eye there. A tiny little bit of a height advantage for Austin Lane. I see Mario Pinto doing a good job here of taking down Austin Lane, using his grappling and wrestling skills, using his ground and pound, and finishing off Austin Lane. I like Mario Pinto in this one by KO or decision. How about you, Andio?
Yeah, I like Pinto also. I think actually Pinto's going to finish off Austin Lane on the feet, because I really think Austin Lane's going to go for the takedowns himself this time around if he's smart, because that's the only thing that really brought him any success, I think, in fighting in general, with the exception of maybe some scrubs like when he just started out. And Pinto, man, he puts together his combinations very well. He has good striking. I think they're going to find their mark on this horrid-looking striking, just the way he moves around in there, Austin Lane. But I wouldn't be surprised either if he ended up getting him down, Pinto here. So yeah, give me Pinto by knockout.
Thing is here, Austin Lane, he used that wrestling against Rebellis Despain. Mario Pinto is not Rebellis Despain here. Mario Pinto can wrestle. He actually has a wrestling background. He also has a good grappling background. His takedown defense is good, and he's got good offensive takedowns. So I don't think it's a smart idea for Austin Lane to try to wrestle with Mario Pinto, because he's going to be pleasantly surprised that it's not going to work. And like I said, after he got knocked out badly by Jonado Diniz and got knocked out badly by Justin Taffa, both by left hooks, I could see Mario Pinto landing a left hook on Austin Lane and putting him out as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Knockout. So there you have it, folks. We are in agreement, me and NDO, in 4 out of the 5 left fights in the prelims.
And hey, if you made it this far, like and subscribe.
Exactly. And please stay tuned for our final prediction, thoughts, and face-offs for the main card coming up next. Peace out, folks. KAMMA.